I believe that creativity is something we need to provoke. We also need to provoke ourselves to be creative. And creation, I'll include the term creation here, is the realization of that creativity. So as an artist, I'm constantly challenging myself, because in reality, what provokes me is my surroundings. I look at something, it speaks to me, it's the visual aspect, the concept behind it, and then comes the creation. Creation is the manifestation of this creativity. Of course, you need to make space for this, so you don't let it slip away. In other words, when you have an idea, you think, okay, I'm going to bring this idea to life. What's it like? And to do this, you need freedom, but you also gain freedom in the process. Because when you create and see your finished work, it brings immense satisfaction and a vast sense of freedom. So I'm telling you this from a lifetime of experience, as well as from a recent experience I had in India. I was invited by Vilma Villaverde, an Argentine curator, visual artist, and ceramist, along with 14 other Latin American artists and 5 Indian artists, to do an immersive project at an Indian foundation called Uttarayan. We worked for 20 days straight with no set schedule. The workshop was open 24/7. I kept thinking to myself, gosh, what am I going to do there? I've never been there before. You know, as my mentor Nelson Lerner used to say, inspiration is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. So what happened? When I arrived, I thought, wow, I don't know this space. I need to feel it out. And more than anything, I like to absorb the energy of a place to create my work. I never go with a ready-made project. Every time I've gone abroad, I've never taken a finished project from here because I think a project from here I can do here. I go there and force myself to get to know the space, to feel it, to sense its vibe, what it brings to me, and then I create my work.